Qwen 3.8 27B just shipped. 17 gigabytes on your laptop, no cloud bill, no per token invoice, working code against a real repo. Also on the default setting nobody told you existed, it will burn 22,000 tokens thinking about how to draw a circle. Same model, 2 settings, 10x swing on the invoice, and the fix is 1 word. I'm Stuart. Qwen 3.8 27B ships this week from Alibaba's research lab. 27 billion parameters, vision, coding, the works, Apache 2 license, 17 gigabytes on disk. It is genuinely a big deal. It also arrives with the money dial cranked to maximum by default. Now if you are already skeptical, good. Every week some open model claims to beat GPT-5, and every week the small print explains why it doesn't. Qwen is different. Simon Willison ran it on his laptop, a MacBook Pro, no cloud, no rented GPU, and it wrote working code inside a real coding agent against a real repo. 17 gigabytes, local, not a demo, a shift in what a person with a laptop can do. And the reason this matters is every operator who switched to this model last week to cut costs is watching the invoice go the wrong way. Up, not down, up. Here is what happened. Qwen has a setting called reasoning_effort. 3 values, low, medium, xhigh. Xhigh is the default. Xhigh is described in Qwen's own docs as, and I quote, for complex tasks demanding thorough analysis, and it eats context. Simon Willison had to bump LM Studio's default limit from 8,000 tokens to 262,000 just to stop Qwen running out of room on mundane prompts. The default value on a general-purpose model is the setting reserved for hard problems. Every routine request, every summary, every one-line reply gets treated like a maths Olympiad. The model sits there and thinks and thinks. Simon typed the words, draw an SVG of a circle. Qwen wrote a multi-minute internal essay planning a Bauhaus-inspired animated circle study, before it drew anything. So the fix? 1 line, set reasoning_effort to low for everything except the hardest 10% of prompts. On the Pelican benchmark, same model, same prompt, xhigh burned 22,276 thinking tokens. Turned off 3,715, 9 times fewer tokens. Same answer. Before we go deeper, anyone paying for a reasoning model right now on any provider is in the same trap. The default is set to maximum and nobody told them. Come and join the Church of SEO Jesus. It's my free school community. Every prompt, checklist and provider setting I mention on this channel lives inside there, updated weekly by operators actually running this stuff. Free to join, link in the description, subscribe while you are at it. 3 more model drops queued this week. Now the receipts. Simon's Pelican SVG on xhigh, 21 minutes, 22,000 reasoning tokens, 3,200 tokens of actual output, same prompt, reasoning off, 2 minutes 17 seconds, 3,700 tokens, same model, same hardware, same result. The reasoning wasn't buying a better answer, it was buying a bigger invoice, and someone in Alibaba's docs team decided that was the sensible default. Which brings US to the question nobody in the AI news is asking this week. Which hosted providers actually pass this flag through? Because if the model is not running on your own hardware, and most operators aren't, someone is paying together, or Fireworks, or Groq, or DeepInfra by the token. Both sides build. Every one of those 4,000 tokens Qwen spent overthinking before it produced 1 paragraph of reply gets charged, at the same rate as the output actually wanted. Open your provider's API docs right now, search the page for the word reasoning, look at the default value. If it is not set to low or off, that is the bill, not me telling you. And if the provider does not expose the flag at all, every request ships on xhigh whether you want that or not. Worth a support ticket this week. A competitor already opened it, or they will next Monday, and the one who fixes it first ships product on a materially cheaper stack for the rest of the quarter. Now the bigger point, because this is not just a Qwen story, every reasoning model on the market right now has an effort dial. GPT-5 Thinking, Claude Sonnet 4, 5, DeepSeek R1. Every one of them will spend a paragraph of internal monologue on a prompt that needed 1 sentence if nobody sets a level. The pattern is the same across every reasoning model shipped in the last year. Effort is not a property of the model, it is a lever on the caller. And most teams set the model once and never touch the lever, which means most teams are paying maximum thinking price on tasks that need almost none of it. Match the effort to the job. Low for routine formatting, extraction, one-shot rewrites. Medium for retrieval, classification, structured output. xhigh only for the 5% of prompts that genuinely need a paragraph of reasoning. Do that audit once and the reasoning bill drops by an order of magnitude. Not because anyone switched models, because they stopped paying rent on defaults. Here is what actually got cheaper this week. Qwen 3.8 27B, 17 gigabytes. Running on a laptop most solo founders already own, driving a coding agent against a real codebase. No cloud bill, no per token invoice, no vendor to negotiate with, no procurement conversation. The economics of building a small product just changed for anyone who can install a model file and set one flag correctly. The window is open right now before every hosted provider quietly flips the default from xhigh down to medium and the arbitrage disappears. Shipped the internal tool this week. Prototype the customer-facing thing on a laptop before signing a provider contract. Do the audit on the reasoning models already on the bill. Every one of those moves is available to a solo person with a laptop and one afternoon of focus. The people who move now spend the rest of the quarter running experiments. The people who wait will pay a vendor to run for them. Everything from this video, the flag, the audit template, the provider list, pinned in the Church of SEO Jesus, link below. Right, next up on this channel, 3 more model drops queued this week that will move numbers on the invoice, and the one everyone is missing is a serving optimization buried in the llama.cpp release notes that made one of the tests you just heard about 72% faster on the same hardware. Almost nobody has patched to it. You are going to want to know which providers already run it. End screen has that video ready. See you in there.